Welcome to Learnpedia. Score more and rank better in JEE NEET. Let's see if you can answer this actual JEE question. If you think you got the answer, post your answer in the comment section below. To know the best way to answer this question, watch this video further.
Now let us see the effect of rotation of Earth. How does it affect the acceleration due to gravity? As the Earth rotates, a body placed on its surface moves along the circular path like this and hence experiences a centrifugal force. Due to it, the apparent weight of the body decreases. Since the magnitude of centrifugal force varies with the latitude of the place, here this angle lambda is termed as latitude. So since the magnitude of the centrifugal force varies with the latitude of the place, therefore the apparent weight of the body varies with latitude due to variation in magnitude of centrifugal force on the body. Now let us discuss latitude. The latitude at a point, that is at point P, on the surface of the Earth is defined as the angle with the line joining, that is this line, that point to the center of the Earth makes with equatorial plane in which body is revolving. That is, this is the plane, equatorial plane in which body is revolving. So the angle between this plane and this line joining the center of the Earth to the point P is termed as angle of latitude. Since the body is lying at point P and the Earth is rotating about its own axis with angular speed omega, so body is also rotating with the Earth in this circle of radius small r. Now the body is kept at point P, so the mg will act towards the center of the body, and since it is rotating in a circular orbit, a centrifugal force will act on the body radially outward. That value is equal to m times omega square r. Here r is the radius. Now this radius can be written in terms of radius of Earth. If radius of Earth is re, then this is re and this is lambda. So this distance becomes equals to re cos lambda. Hence centrifugal force can be written as m times omega square times re cos lambda. Now there are two forces acting at point P. One is F centrifugal and another is mg weight. So there will be resultant of these two forces, say it is mg dash, and the angle between these two forces at point P is 180 minus lambda, because this angle is 180 degree and this angle is already lambda, so the rest will be 180 minus lambda. So if the body of mass m lying at point P whose latitude is lambda, then due to rotation of Earth, its apparent weight can be given by mg dash equals to mg plus f centrifugal. Mg dash equals to mg plus f centrifugal, or magnitude wise it can be written as mg dash equals to root over mg square plus fc square plus 2 times mg fc cos of 180 minus lambda, because the angle between vector mg and vector fc is 180 minus lambda. So solving it further, we can write mg dash equals to root over mg square plus f centrifugal, that is m omega square r cos lambda square plus 2 times mg times m omega square r cos lambda times cos of 180 minus lambda becomes minus of cos lambda, and solving it further we can write z dash equals to g minus omega square r cos square lambda. If r equals to radius of Earth re, then it can be written as g dash equals to z minus omega square re cos square lambda. So how the acceleration due to gravity varies when the latitude of the body changes. So if the latitude of the body placed at the surface of Earth changes, the value of g changes as g dash equals to g minus omega square re cos square of lambda. Now suppose that the body is kept at poles. If this is the Earth, it is the equator and it is the pole, and now suppose that the body is kept at pole. In this case, the value of lambda, that is angle of latitude, will be 90 degree. So the value of acceleration due to gravity at poles can be given as z dash equals to z minus omega square re cos square of 90 degree. Cos 90 is 0, So omega square Re times 0 would also become 0. This implies G dash equals to Z, or it is the maximum value of acceleration due to gravity at the poles, we can say, because we are not going to subtract any numerical value from this G, hence it is said to be the maximum value. So at pole the value of G is maximum. Now if we talk about equator, so for the equator the body would be lying at this point. So at this point, that is at point A, if we talk about A, at point A, that is on equator, the value of lambda is 0 degree, hence the acceleration due to gravity can be written as G dash equals to Z minus omega square Re cos square of 0 degree, or Z dash equals to Z minus omega square Re. Now we are saying that the value of G at equator equals to Z minus some numerical value, that is omega square Re. So when we subtract this numerical value from this G, it becomes less than its actual value, or we can say that G at equator is Z minimum. Hence we conclude that G at pole is greater than that of Z at equator. Since the value of G at pole does not changes, hence we can say that there is no effect of rotation of earth on the value of G at the poles. That is, the value of G will not be getting affected because of rotation of earth when the object is placed at the poles. And when the object is placed at the equator, the value of G will get affected, and the affected value will be given as G equator equals to Z minus omega square Re. When a body of mass m is moved from the equator to the poles, its weight increases by an amount m times G at poles minus G at equator, which will be equals to the centripetal force, that is m omega square R, where Re is the radius of the earth. Let us now discuss the case of weightlessness due to rotation of earth. As we know, the apparent weight of the body decreases due to rotation of earth. So if omega is the angular velocity of the earth for which a body at the equator will become weightlessness. Now since we know that the value of G varies according to the equation, G dash equals to Z minus omega square Re cos square lambda, or it can be written as G at equator equals to Z minus omega square Re cos square 0, as lambda is 0 degree at the equator, or Z at equator can be written as G minus omega square Re. Now suppose if the person feels weightlessness, then in condition of weightlessness G at equator should be 0 because it feels no weight.
Hey there, hope you understood the concept. Here's the solution to the question asked at the beginning. Keep watching to give an edge to your JEE and NEET preparation. LearnPedia's JEE and NEET prep tools contain more than 4,000 videos and over 20,000 questions. These can be accessed online through our website or offline through an SD card or a pen drive. To buy now, visit www.learnpedia.in. You can also try a free demo of our product before buying.